Good morning, sunshines. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with sunshiny faces. And this is the day to start a new. This is the way to start a new day. Good morning. Today is Veterans Day. It's not just a day off. It's a day we thank our veterans for keeping us safe, for serving in the capacity in the military, for actually going through the process to become a military personnel to keep us safe. I have one of my grandfathers, my father retired military, several of my uncles, one of my ex-husbands, my brother, my sister, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, all sorts of people that I truly love that have kept me safe, that has kept this country safe. So we thank you. Thank you, veterans. I was watching Nora's last night, well, this morning from last night, and she was redoing.
Here we go. 30 or 40-year-old man, because, she was pregnant. No, she wasn't pregnant. No, not the second time, though. Yeah, she wasn't pregnant. They just, yeah. No, yeah. But having a... Part of it was a pregnancy, but that's later. Or without consent, without being like, yes, I'm okay with this, or I love this man. It was a systemic practice. We grew up in Scientology. In Scientology, we were told we're not kids, so adults and kids got married off all the time. It was not a big deal. It was like normal for us to see that. You were in this.
Let's go back to just regular YouTube. Wendy did a fabulous one last night. What the hell is he coming on my screen for? Oops. Oh, hell no, did a nice one last night.
Hello. Today is November 11th, 2024. It's a Monday. Here in the United States, we call it Veterans Day. This is a day that we honor and thank all of the veterans that have kept this country free. So think about it. Think about those people in Russia, in China, North Vietnam. They don't understand or know what it's like to be free. They can't talk about their government. They can't disagree with their government. They can't even take a poster off a wall. They're not free. They can't go where they please. They can't say what they please. They can't do what they please. They're all under the thumb of an oppressive government. We here in the United States are really lucky, because our forefathers forged this country based on freedom. Now you can argue that you may not be as free as you think you are, but trust me, you are free. And the reason you are free is on the blood and backs of thousands and hundreds of thousands of veterans who have made sure and stood on a wall with a gun so that you don't have to. So if you're watching me here today on this video, be sure to thank a veteran. If you can go where you please, thank a veteran. If you can disagree with your government without worry of imprisonment, thank a veteran. It really is as simple as that. Those veterans wrote a check, a blank check, that included the possibility that for the government to cash it, they may not survive it. They wrote a check with their body and soul. They weren't forced. Our military is a 100% voluntary. Now, yes, there is a draft. But since Vietnam, has it been used? No. Because we, as a country, have people who are called to stand up and protect this country and this Constitution. That is their oath. They take an oath, not to a person, not to an entity. They take an oath to a piece of paper. A piece of paper with writing on it. They take an oath to defend and protect a piece of paper against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Can you think of anything like that? Anything else that is like that? That piece of paper ensures that we, the people, have a choice in our government, have a choice on what happens in our government. It's called an election. We just had one. And while you may not agree with who is elected, Trump, Harris, it doesn't matter. The fact that you had the ability to make a choice in who that person is and who the people who represent you in Congress are is because a veteran gave his life or her life to ensure that we continue to have that ability. So like I said, if you voted a few days ago, thank a veteran. If you go visit grandma 3 states away, thank a veteran. If you can talk about the fact that you aren't happy with the results of the election.
There we go. I like Oh Hell No. I feel so sad that her husband passed away this year. Unexpectedly. It's been a while since we've seen anything from her. Yeah, I wrote civil disobedience and YouTube erased it. Isn't that funny? How some stuff just gets automatically erased? Crazy. Yep. I have a lot of people in my family that have served in the military. I decided not to go that route. I'm too rebellious. I couldn't handle doing the military school. I wasn't one for anybody telling me what to do in boot camp. That's for sure. But all those in our YouTube community and an anti-Scientology, F-Scientology community that served, thank you. Thank you too. We appreciate you. We appreciate your service. I don't know why that keeps popping up. I can't stand that guy. Let's watch
A sign up, the MF Times.
I don't know how he does what he does with those damn high heels on. Man, he is just oh, excuse me. Who else can we see what happened last night? L. Ron Hubbard had some. I'm gonna go there.
Today we're going to disembowel L. Ron Hubbard's quote about the angel.
Here, I'm gonna link. Swedish. Good morning, good afternoon, my sunshine. Thank you for that, Swedish. Here is a link to Serge's little short dance there. And then here is a link to Wendy's. L. Ron Liar debunked. How are you doing today, Swedish Lena? How are you feeling? Penny, what are you roaring about, huh? Girlfriend, does your ear hurt? We need to get some salve in your ear. What are you doing, girlfriend?
claims of Scientology.
A civilization without insanity, without criminals, and without war, where the able can prosper, and honest beings can have rights, and where man is free to rise to greater heights, are the aims of Scientology.
In L. Ron Hubbard's utopian vision, Scientology claims to create a civilization without insanity, without criminals, and without war, where the able can prosper and honest beings can have rights, and where man is free to rise to greater heights. But the reality of Scientology's practices reveals a chilling departure from this vision. What Hubbard promised.
Yeah, 100% departure from that vision. And definitely what promised is a mirage. Ooh. Yeah, pink eye and hemorrhoids. He was let go because of that. He had a way of spinning most tales. I don't know that I could ever have listened to that voice for so long, because it irks me and pisses me off just to listen to it for a little bit. Yeah, what a war hero. Yeah, not my type of war hero. And you know, you didn't have to see combat to be a war hero, that's for sure. You're right, Amy, he was the great pretender. Well, I don't know about great, but he was a pretender. That's for sure. Stolen honor, stolen valor, stolen love. Do you guys ever watch Dianetics?
Hey everyone, what's going on? Happy, what is this, Thursday? Happy Thursday! What a crazy week. Not gonna get into, I'm not gonna get into the political discussions because once again, that's what my Facebook is for. And I got to face the Facebook blowouts on my Facebook, which, by the way, I didn't support neither candidate, in case if you guys are wondering. And I still got shitloads of heat.
She can be kind of blunt, but I love her. I love the way she speaks her mind. And yeah, we don't agree with everything, but your last comment about making your ears bleed upon L. Ron Hubbard, yes, I agree with that 100%. Here's a link to her channel, though, if anybody wants to check it out. If you don't, she is kind of blunt, but she does make me laugh. That the pepper challenge thing just cracked me up a couple of weeks ago. She's sitting there talking on camera on a video and eating hot peppers because she's from down in Arizona. It's like that made my mouth and my butt burn all at the same time. Who else has posted. Hero Light Cody.
And now I'm forced into a position to do a bunch of things that I didn't want to do because my brain is just supposed to rest. And I thought that I met somebody that would facilitate, being understanding and helpful and caring because they're a nurse. And now my life is destroyed. They've destroyed relationships that I have. They've gone and messaged people. They fucking just, I don't have proper, responses to things. I'm dealing with serious cognitive fucking issues. And I've expressed that. And everybody would be real happy if that happened to me. They'd be really fucking stoked. Because I have very little defense right now for this.
Oh, I know. He's like Zero Cody. Hero Light Cody. He has some interesting AI posts. Yeah, and she says she's a straight shooter, huh? I like mild spicy foods. I'm a wuss when it comes to spice. I want to like spicy foods, but I know, right? He's on a lot of these channels. We don't even know if he's a he. Could be a she. Could be a they. We don't know. They have some pretty dang good AI skills, though. You think so? Maybe. I think you could be right. Oh yeah. Okay, I have to admit, my favorite food in the entire world is Thai food. Besides like macaroni and cheese, homemade macaroni and cheese, or comfort foods, mashed potatoes and gravy. Thai food is, if I get a chance to vote and be the person to say, "Hey, I'm going out to dinner," good Thai food. I love real Thai food. That's really my fave. And you gotta love Thai tea. If you don't love Thai tea, you're crazy. Let's look and see his sister Bright Zoe. Let's see. Your sister Bright Zoe. Oh, yeah, I think she must be also. What is this one? Yeah, I think she is also. Let's go back to normal. Yeah, Crazy Love had told her story last night.
She's a wild one, hot full of fire. And she's but then there was
Well, that didn't stop on a very flattering picture, but that's okay. Here's Crazies. Ooh, yeah, Italian is good too, but it's got to be good Italian. Good morning, YRB. You're up awfully early this morning. Here's Crazy Loves. Yeah, Italian's got to be good Italian, though, not just some flunky stuff. And I have my own version of Italian food that I like, but I certainly wouldn't even put it in any type of class of good Italian. It's just Mona Italian. But yeah. Chicken. Oh, I know you do. That's some of the best. Yep, the simpler the better. I make a kick-ass Alfredo sauce, and you put a little spicy in there. Not a lot, just a little to make it mild. And like a chicken Alfredo. YRB, I agree with somebody's comment that made the other day. Rule number 1, note to self, don't ever piss off YRB. Because you are awesome. You are definitely awesome. Chicken cacciatore, chicken all'arrabbiata. I hate it at YRB when you have so many things running through your head. It's like a squirrel running through your head. You can't get to sleep. Swedish, you know that. It's almost time for you to be popping into the twilight zone there, Swedish. If anybody had a chance to watch Crazy Love last night, she did a really heartfelt. Hitzel had a good one last night. Just gonna skip through now.
This is Juan, the Scientologist that came outside to interpolate us.
You think a good-looking guy like that would have some common sense? Here's Hitzel's channel. You have avocados in your yard? Ooh, yummy. That would be awesome. I have apple trees. I have a pear tree, but the pear tree doesn't, it's got some kind of virus. I have a plum tree and I have grapevines, which I don't really like because they don't produce right. Oh, that sounds really good. Chicken marsala. I like chicken marsala. Chicken arrabbiata. Alfredo with a hint of spice. I make a lot of seafood. Seafood fettuccine, seafood Alfredo too. I take lime and lemon trees. Yum. Million and one ways to cook pumpkin. Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? It's pumpkin season. What is, besides a pumpkin pie, what is your favorite way? YRB. Yeah. I am too, but when it comes to Alfredo, I like my Alfredo. I haven't been cooking very often. And Amy, if you use heavy cream, the milk proteins, you don't get the allergy from the heavy creams. At least that's what I found. It doesn't hurt my tummy. Who else had some good videos yesterday? Let's go back to the main. Okay, well, let's do some MD Media. He had some faces, and he said I could stream for his, so.
Sir, how's it going? Have a good day. I'm just walking. I'm not live streaming. I'm just walking around. I gotta get my steps in. Take it easy. Don't work too hard.
There's Matt's second page, Faces of Scientology. If you're not subscribed to him, please. Yeah, that was a really good one, wasn't it, Amy? Ooh, that sounds really good. Not too spicy, but ooh, yeah, that sounds good. I like pumpkin soup. Amy wouldn't like it because it's got too much milky stuff in it, but could you try a nut milk in there? I wonder if you could use like an almond milk substitute in that. It wouldn't be as creamy. Yeah, you definitely have to use coconut oil. That's a bummer, Swedish. I don't know what I'd be able to do without my crab. Good morning, Powerlize to Paralyze. I hope that little video helped you yesterday. If you have other questions, feel free to ask. Well, that's a good thought. I don't think I've tried cashew milk, but I like almond milk. In fact, I prefer it over regular milk. I like me some lobster. How do they say it up there in New Jersey? Lobster. Lobsta, lobster. I can't do a good northeastern accent. New Yorker. Always cracks me up when we hear Mini Minion talk. And Amy, you have an accent too. It's not really thick, but you do have an accent. Can tell you're from the East Coast. Oh, well, thank you, Powerlize. Yeah, I like chocolate almond milk. I definitely enjoy it. Yes, you do. I do have so many friends from the East Coast, though, that I mean, the minute they start talking, you can tell exactly where they're from. Nope, you don't. You don't sound like her. That's funny, not funny. YRB, what do you substitute it or do you just make it more of a clear soup? Because that would be interesting to make a, when we're talking recipes. See, I'm not a cook or a baker. I'm an inventor. I like to invent things. Walmart peanut powder. I know what you're talking about. Like the PB2. I know that's the brand name, but like PB2. That's interesting. YRB, email me a recipe for that. I think you're probably like I am. You're an inventor. See, like when I say when I'm cooking my soups or anything really, I say you put the chicken in there, a couple of handfuls, and then you a couple of handfuls of mushrooms and onions, and you saute it. Yep, you just toss some stuff in there. Then when people say they want a recipe, I have to think about it. Morning, Haggis. How are you today? And my sister gags over milk. She hates milk. So we always try and find things to do. Hangover. Ruh-roh. Those are bad things. I don't do hangovers anymore. I find no thrill in getting wasted to where I have to wake up the next morning with a headache. I literally was joking with my sister last week when she was on, when we were talking about the last time I actually had too many to drink. That was quite a few years ago. Eat some breakfast, Haggis. Well, okay, the laughs were probably worth it. Yeah, there's some things that I just can't make myself eat, but for most of the part. You know, they always have those lists like on Facebook where people have the things they won't eat. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Morning, Lakshmi, cool. Okay. Yeah, I've just never tried the peanut butter. Well, having to do laundry, first off, would make anybody drink. Yeah, huh? I like hearts of palm too. Those are good. I like them in a salad. The only thing, we'll go back to the avocados, YRB, is that it takes forever for them to ripen. And then when they do, boom, they all ripen at the same time. So you got to figure out what to do with a shit ton of avocados. That's the best kind of soup, so IRB. I love a hearty soup. I love bean and ham soup, homemade pea soup. Yum, 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 yum. Some beans that were soaked overnight. Oh, that sounds good. I might even do that today. I'm up early today. Go throw some beans on the stove and let them cook for the day. It's a chilly day, that's for sure. We had a thunder and lightning. Avocado toast is good. We had a thunder and lightning last night. Nice storm come through. I was watching somebody last night and figured, uh-oh, here goes my internet. Oh, that's interesting. I like that YRB. Yeah, I like tomato-based anything. I'm not too sure. I don't really love cabbage soup. I mean, I'll eat it if it's cooked right, but I've never really found a good recipe that I've made that turned out good. Hey, you guys are making me hungry. I haven't had my breakfast yet. I haven't even had my coffee yet this morning. I hear somebody snoring in the other room. Of course, it's only 8 o'clock. It's only 5 o'clock for you, YRB. What have we got? Who else was live? Yeah, did you see that thing that Putin put out on Trump yesterday? What did Laura do? What was her?
And my mother also went to high school with John Travolta. My mother was a ballet dancer. They met at the Scientology organization. I know my dad was probably, looking for something. Oh, God, somebody gave him a flyer, and he's like, oh, I should probably do something better with my life or whatever, right? So my mom apparently broke her foot as a ballet dancer when she was like 23 or 24 years old or something, and that is a bad thing. When you're a ballet dancer, a professional, she was a professional lead ballet dancer. She was apparently in a big slump, like sort of a depression. From there, I know that she ended up finding herself in Scientology because she had heard about it.
Follow us on YouTube at Windy City Thetan Watch. We do live protests, studio panels, and curated videos.
Oh, Wendy must have his AI going also. I like Tori, but I don't agree with her a lot. This happens to be my sister, my cousin-in-law, Lady Spine Doc. She has a shit ton of... Let's go there. She has...
School spirit is to be proud of where you come from. Camaraderie, energy, family.
10 years ago, Graduate Hotels was founded on...
Did you know that there are some conditions in the spine where the skull can actually become loose in its attachments to our spine? It's called craniocervical instability. Yesterday I presented the case of a 68-year-old female who came to my office with complaints of neck pain. She had a history of rheumatoid arthritis and has had neck pain for a number of years that she just associated to her RA. She had a lot of popping and cracking in her neck anytime she turned her head side to side, and she noticed over the past several months she's began to develop weakness in her hands, trouble with balance, and even trouble swallowing. An MRI was ordered by her rheumatologist that showed basilar invagination. Basically, what we see here is compression of the brainstem from where the C2 bone has began to sink inside of the skull. We also call this condition cranial settling because what we see here is the
She has thousands and thousands of. Good morning from a poet. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Brian. Oh, we're buffaloing. Good morning, me and Taz. Yeah, she has some really great information. She has 200,000 subscribers. It's absolutely amazing that she has, but she does a lot of TikTok also. Yes, Grunch is my maiden name. She has some really great information. And I like avocado ice cream. Avocado makes good ice cream. Well, the trick is patience, and I don't have patience. Yeah, a lot of us do, and I know, sometimes I let Serge's opinions influence how I feel. Sometimes I don't, but a lot of times I do. And Serge respects her for her age. You got all your homework finished? I've got I'm going to send in information for Thursday's meeting written, and I need to finish that up. Avocado ice cream is good. You use whatever sweetener you can stand to use it. I personally like sucralose, but a lot of people like stevia. Dr. Mike and Mama Dr. Jones. Is that one video? Is that one channel or two separate channels? Helps to have my fingers in the right. Dr. Mike and Mama Jones. Oh yes, I've seen these guys. And I'm subscribed. I didn't remember that. He is a cutie. And at some point I have already subscribed to him, so yep. How are you doing today, me and Taz? And Brian, how are you doing today? Okay, y'all are gonna make me peek to see Yahoo. Let's go back. I don't want that. Yahoo. Why are we doing that? Yahoo Finance. How are we opening this morning, Power Lies? Ooh. Tesla's up, Nvidia down, DJT up, Lucid's up, Palantir's up. Nope, Lucid's down. Palantir is a scary stock. Sezzle. Upstart's up $25. Holy crap. Are you in Sezzle this morning, Power Lies? What is Sezzle? Uh-oh, guy talking stocks again. Oh, it's up on earnings. Let's go back to the cutie, Dr. Mike. I'm not ready to talk stock yet, because it's not open today anyways. Right? That is a great reply. Oh, that's okay. Yep, it's closed today, so we don't have to worry about it anyways. I think futures and prop firms are open today, but that's okay. That must have been from Friday. Are all of you Americans off today for the behavior panel? What is the behavior? Is it a psych channel? The behavior panel. I'll laugh if I'm already subscribed to this one too. Nope, I don't think so.
Did you make Kate cry?
No.
Did you blindside the Queen?
No.
I don't know. What did you guys think?
Oh, yeah. I've seen this one before. The behavior experts, yep. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna subscribe to this one because that one I'm gonna definitely. YRB, I'm 100% with you. I think I lamented this last year because I wasn't able to get out in the springtime and get my garden planted, and I used my canvas buckets for my garden. And so I've been doing things, and I've been putting um, inventing my recipes, and so I'll make enough to put into baggies and then I throw it in the freezer. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of years. And this year I have not been able to do that, and so I'm really bummed because for the last couple of years I made my own freezer meals. That's a bummer that Chase has a brain disease. Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't subscribed to them already. I know I've seen some of their stuff in the past, especially that um, Oprah one. I don't. You guys can hate me if you want. I cannot stand Oprah. Cannot stand her. She drives me crazy. Ouch. Leg spasms. Pick myself up. That's it's interesting when you're looking at behavior experts. Ooh, what did they say about Sarah Boone?
Today we're going to revisit Sarah Boone. We're going to break down and tear apart her body language as she's on trial and on the stand. And we're going to tell you what we think about it. Greg, tell us about the videos we're going to watch.
Yeah, so this week we're going to get a chance to do something a little different than we usually do. We're going to watch her testimony on cross by the prosecution, but we're also going to look back 2 years at a clip of her first interaction with the police and what we said 2 years ago, and let's see how that aged.
So each of them has to put their name in.
Normally I just put everybody.
Yeah, you call her working. What's going on? I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like, he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You were putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take the stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay. Wow.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase. Okay.
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
Did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys. I tried giving you the problem is I fell asleep.
I don't think I've seen that video. Yeah, that was a crazy quick verdict. Morning, Miriam. Afternoon, Miriam. Yeah, and the suitcase. Yeah, I think the biggest, excuse me while I try and get my legs undone here, you guys. Sorry for the bouncing around, but my legs are cramping and moving. Yeah, I did too. I think we were all watching it together. Oh, legs are cramping this morning. The dahlias. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. The Behavior Channel. I'm gonna watch more on them. Yeah, I never thought she wasn't not guilty. I thought she was. Which trial is that, Amy? Really? Hmm. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's interesting. Okay, get back to work, Miriam. Get back to work. Oh, the Delphi. Yeah. Yeah, that's a crazy trial, isn't it? Yeah, that came out just as the Boone one was ending. That's a crazy trial. What are your thoughts, Amy? Do you think he did it? Yeah, I've tried to get her attention on the Scientology stuff, especially with Boobgate, and I still haven't heard back. Yeah, there's a lot of those stories I say, what the F? I have to admit, okay, so when my son was younger, I have a grandson who is quite old, and his ex, she was a piece of work. I'm not going to get too much into it, but she accused him of doing things that I knew did not happen. And she took the baby to her pediatrician and fed him information which did not happen. But she planted ideas so that way she could get custody because she knew she was going to do a divorce. And that biased me for now when I hear things and hear stories, I think about that. I think, really? Really? Is that really happening? Okay, well, maybe that's, yeah, Hidden True Crime they are a fantastic channel. I like them too, Swedish. So, uh, when we were talking about YRB, probably, I don't know if I talked to you about this or not. When we were looking at the civil and criminal juries, grand juries in California, the criminal grand jury goes through the DA's office, and I was trying to get Gascon to pick up criminal grand jury, and he didn't. And so I would like to see the new DA pick up. It is, Brian. There's a lot of bad crap that does happen, and so when it puts you, it it puts you in the wrong mindset to accept what could be happening. Yeah, Amber Heard was crazy. Is it giving you fits? Sorry, me and Taz. I know I kept trying to type words and it kept throwing my computer off. And then YouTube just absolutely hates my wording sometimes. I was trying to write civil disobedience this morning, and every time I'd type it, YouTube wouldn't let me put it in there. Damn YouTube. Has to censor my words. Yeah, we had some pretty crazy stuff go on with my son and his ex, and pretty crazy. But it certainly made me think twice of ladies' stories when they are being abused, because I had never been around somebody that had given such false information. Like with the Sarah Boone chick when she's saying, "Oh, I did it because he's beat me before." Oh, I'm sorry for that, Brian. That's 100% for sure. That's sad when that happens. It is. And unfortunately, I've seen it happen. Kids are not weapons. Children, first, they can't consent, but children are not weapons. And my husband and I, when we divorced with the kids, we butted heads quite a bit. But we were still parents to 2 children. And we kept our agreement that we would never use them, and I would never use them against my ex. Never in a million years. I always spoke highly of him in front of them because it's still their father. And that's the way it should stay. And even if you can't speak highly of the person, just don't disrespect the person because it's still their parent. That's my view anyways. Oh, most 100% she controlled his life. Yeah, some of those videos certainly showed that plain and clear. Yeah, that's kind of what I found out, YRB. It is the entry point for a criminal grand jury is through the police system. It's through having a complaint through either major crimes or child enforcement. That's where the DA criminal grand jury comes through. And I did. We'll talk more YRB on some of that. Because I didn't finish processing it with you at the time. But yes, there is a different jumping off point. But it would have been nice if you could do it through through a public input. Henry and Audit did a nice video last night talking about providing. Did I do that? Yeah, I ended up doing playing Whack-A-Troll on Henri's live last night because him and Audit were talking. The grumpy farmer. He's definitely a grumpy farmer, but he's kind of interesting to watch every once in a while. DOA had some stuff. Let me go to Emily's page. I love that she has purple hair. Good morning, Irish Mart. Yes, you're right, YRB. Criminal grand juries sit for a specific investigation or indictment, unlike the civil grand jury who serves for a full year. What's my favorite YouTube channel, Mona? I don't know. I really like the true crime. I'm on Sunday mornings, I really like doing my on Friday nights, I like some of my Sabbath channels, and on Sunday mornings, I have a few like Calvary chapels that I like to listen to. And then on the total flip side, I like the true crime. So yeah, that's a really hard question. %100 agree with you, YRB. Yeah, that's a really hard question, me and Tez. I'd have to think about that. I like watching educational things, but they have to be entertaining. But I enjoy like Nora's stream. Sometimes I mean, all the time we don't politically agree, but I like she teaches well. So when she does her videos teaching you about things, she puts them together very nicely, and I understand them in my brain. True, YRB, but you can get around that by going through the sheriff's office. Yes, you can. Morning, Kirby's mom. Yeah, I'm kind of I like the way her brain works also, EDB. And she's kind of like Nora, is they present things linear to where you can watch it and get to understand why. I'm a why person. If I can understand why somebody does something, that helps me greatly. And yeah, I have a wicked sense of humor sometimes, so every once in a while something gets to me. I'm not a movie watcher. I know that just probably shocks you all. Yeah, you're right. She doesn't just she teaches you and she walks through a subject matter. And there was a movie that I watched, and I normally don't watch movies twice. I don't have the patience for it. But there was one that I watched. It was called Nefarious. Have any of you watched that? And I used to like scary movies. I'm not so much into scary movies, but that one was creepy. Creepier than shit. Uh-oh. Audit, what are you doing? What are you doing open up this morning? Board of Building and Safety Commission. Tuesday, November 12th, 9:30 a.m. Yeah, it's Kirby's Mom. You should watch it. It's definitely one to make you think. So this is the Building and the Safety Commissioners is meeting tomorrow in LA. No, she just texted me, Amy. Which surprises me because she's not an early morning. I'm going to tell her chat says hi. Yeah, it definitely makes you think. It's not a scary blah jump at you movie at all. It's about this guy that's going to be put to death. And so a psychologist has to go in and declare him that he is fit to be put to death. And it's actually a person that is possessed. It's actually a Christian movie, but Michael McIntyre. I'll have to look at that one. It is sad, but it's definitely makes you think. Yeah, I don't know if Audit's online. Here, I'll send myself that. And I'll post it here. And let's see. I always have to email myself, then get on email. There's Audit. Aha! Just like Beetlejuice, say her name 3 times and poof, she appears. Nope, no meetings today, but it'll be a meeting tomorrow. There, everybody can say good morning to Audit. Okay, I'm going to take the window capture off. Sue Denham, good morning. Let me go and see if my email popped up. Nope, not yet. Let me just find it the old-fashioned way. Los Angeles Board of Building and Safety Commissioners. Go back, that's not what I wanted. 1114. This is 1114. Oh, that's because that's 1123. 2023. Copy. Here is the agenda for this meeting. You're welcome, Kirby's mom. So there's the agenda for that. And it looks like anyone wanting to speak must complete a speaker card. Do not disrupt proceedings. Anyone unable to attend this meeting must put the comment form. There's a link to it. It does not say you can it says it's recorded. So it looks like it's in person. But this would be good to report their crack in the pipe. And this is on Figueroa. I don't know how to say that. It's that bad street. What did he do, Amy? Oh, it's the same. What did he do? Oh, ruh-roh. Yeah, I didn't see him do that. Hmm. No pun intended, audit. Yeah, I don't know if that was the smartest thing in the world to do. Audit is figure, how do you say that? I know that's where all the hookers are, right? Is that where City Hall is? I think his probation thing is over here not that area. Is it close though to where you could do this meeting and another meeting? Because they canceled LAPD commission, right? Hmm. Morning, Whiskey Moon. Yeah, right. I know it's kind of crazy, but I would have waited. But Adrian, the stakes and the netting wasn't on their property either. It was on the easement. Audit, do you remember when is Henry's court date? Okay, night night. Go back to sleep, Audit. I'll talk to you later. December 5th. Oh, okay. From 5th to 6th, somewhere around there. Coming up. Sweet dreams, Audit. Go back to sleep. In Kirby's, I don't think that they've been asked. They've been told. There was no ask to it. They were told. That's okay. Go back to sleep. Enjoy your day off. I'll call and bother you later. Oh. It was abandoned property. The only thing was I think he started taking them up even when they were putting them down. So that's the only thing. In Kirby's, Mom, actually Mo is my nickname, so I'm used to that. Mo or Momo. That's what I grew up with. So there is a on this agenda I don't think I've seen this where you can do the building and safety public comment form. Let's go there. Where does it? Please submit this to submit your public comment, your email. This is interesting. I like this. So, yeah, when you go, I posted a link. I'll put this on my community page too. Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting way. We can all get involved with that. And that's for the building safety. So that's for those cracks that they have, those mega clamps holding the building together. Absolutely ridiculous. We want to see some investigations on that building. And supposedly there's an investigation about work without permit going on. I saw that when we were looking through the permits the other day. Yeah, I will put this on my community tab. And that is tomorrow. So we need to get these in today. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I'll just use that email. I'm going to use my normal email. And well, I don't have an agenda item that I'm really looking for. I am afraid for the safety of the residents at 4810 Sunset, the blue building of Scientology, the elevator shaft on Catalina was cracked, and we saw there was scaffolding placed to do repairs, and now the scaffolding is gone, but there is clamps on the building. Fix it before I do anything. I have not seen any permits to the public for any of the construction. There is old, hope you guys don't mind me doing this, there is old asbestos in this building, and that is a concern also. Okay, let's fix my ACs. My dyslexia gets to me sometimes. I have dyslexic fingers. Okay, that is what I'm going to submit on. And I'm going to put a send me a copy, submit. They are listed as commercial. I gotta look back because while I was typing, you guys were talking. Yeah, Adrian Audit has brought that up quite a few times. And in fact, I talked with her while she was weeping about it. And she's got some community posts about it. And right now we don't know what's happened with the girls. We don't know for sure whether they went back to their dad, whether they were whisked out of the area. We don't know what happened. So it would be really nice to have that information. Yeah, it's either the incinerator or it was the elevator shaft. I personally think it was the elevator shaft. But I don't know because I've never been there, so I don't know what the heck it is. But let me go to my well, there are true, but the building still is, it's kind of like a college dorm. I don't know, Amy. I don't know if that's been confirmed. Yeah, and I know she brought it up at City Council also, and DOA brought it up at council also, and they had canceled LAPD commission last week, and they were supposed to have LAPD commission tomorrow, and I think they canceled it too. That's just gross, Kirby's mom. I know you said it to be real, but it's blech. The current code, the building, like the fire code and the building inspections, yes, it is zoned commercial, and so it would be like a dorm, like a college dorm, is the same type of fire codes and building inspections that they would be held to. So they're not tenants as in the way of, yeah, that's just disgusting. Let's not think of that, Kirby's mom. A college dorm or a fraternity, something to that nature. But the whole block is, yeah, I mean, they're not above the law on that. Oh, good point, YRB. I'll look at that. Yeah, so if you guys go there, what's the, if you go to the agenda item, let me go back, and I'm squirreling my brain right now. Let me go to my community page. I have fat finger syndrome totally today. Link for a meeting tomorrow, Tuesday, November 12th, in-person comment for building and, damn, dyslexic fingers, building and safety commission in Los Angeles. There is a link to provide written comment that I just used, and it works great. So here's the link for the agenda. Audit, I know you sent it to me, but I'm going to tag you also. Maybe. Okay, damn it. Come on, YouTube. LA. Henry. DOA. Yeah, the city council does. This is not city council. This is building and safety commissioners. So it's not part of the regular city council. Okay, so let's do post. Whoops. Let's go back up. And then so yeah, it is different than the city council. Yeah, there is no Zoom that I see. So if Audit goes there, she's going to be our eyes and ears. Right, correct. The city council, city clerk does have it. Yep. And they have a meeting schedule. But things like this is just the department, so they're not on the city council website. You can go to let me just open up a new one, it'd be easier. Los Angeles. I'm gonna look first, LAPD commission meeting, because she said that it was canceled, and I want to double check, because I really want to talk to that man. I want to be at that meeting, and that bums me. Yep, damn it, it was canceled. So, Los Angeles City Council meeting schedule. And that's where exactly I go as the city clerks. So, City Council meeting, recess notice. Energy and Environment Committee, Government and Operations cancellation, Public Safety cancellation. So the only thing tomorrow is Energy and Environment Committee. Public Works for Wednesday canceled. And it looks like City Council's in recess for the week. Looks like everything's canceled for the week. What about Public Works? Was Public Works? It's going to be a quiet week. I know Chicago. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I normally just pop right up. Am I losing it? Normally it's just like right there. There's a meeting today. Yeah, I was going to say it's canceled. So Wednesday. And then Friday is, or the management meeting. But it doesn't say what the LAPD commission, why it's canceled for tomorrow. It just says canceled, which they had that special meeting, the city council had a special meeting Friday to vote him in, the new chief. So that surprises me. I thought that's why they were having their special meeting. So that way they had somebody for tomorrow. Yeah, I found out why, RB. Yep, here's Wednesday's agenda. It's right here. Let's see what's on the agenda. Revised budget change order for Murray Plumbing. Task order solicitation. Construction services, capital improvement project for the pumping plant. Bureau of Streets tree removal. Light rail transit project. Revise the board rules of the City of Los Angeles Board of Public Works. Approve the board rules of the Los Angeles as revised. Do you know what those revisions were? It's number 7. I think it's to make it like City Hall or the City Council. Number 6 and 7, okay. YRB, do you know, is that what Audit was talking about, the changes for the time limit for public comments? I'm gonna pull the packet up and I'll look through it. Well, guys, we're at 2 hours. Audit went back to sleep. I'm gonna get up and go do fluff and buff and get ready. It's 9 o'clock, a little bit after 9. And thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it. Thanks for the company. And YRB, I will email you because I have some ideas that I think you might like. Good morning, Peter. And I'm just kind of closing up for the morning. Peter, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Love you guys. I'm going to stop streaming.